Okay, today we'll do translation. Okay, and translation will start from present tense. Okay, first we'll start the translation of present tense, and then we'll go for affirmative sentence, present tense. All four kind of sentence we need to discuss about. One is affirmative, next one is negative, next one is interrogative or question sentence, the last one is negative interrogative. Okay, we have to go for these four kind of sentences, and we have to make different kind of translation for this four type of sentences. First, write present simple tense. If we talk about grammatical structure of present simple tense, we have to use V1 form or V5 form as main verb, and sometime we need to use helping verb as do or does. These are the two helping verb we need to use for present simple tense. So start writing in your translation copy. First sentence is affirmative. Affirmative sentences. In affirmative sentences, you know, there is a condition after third person singular. We need to use B5 or singular noun. After singular noun, we need to use V5. Rest of the case in V5 or does. Does is also V5. This one is also V5. In rest of the cases, we need to use I, we, you, they, these, those. In these cases, we need to use do or B1, because do is also B1. Do is a helping verb, but it can act as both main verb and helping verb. Do. The verb do can act as both main verb as well as helping verb. So today we'll do translation by using this kind of verbs, and this is the present simple tense. And affirmative sentence, we are going through affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentence means what? Positive sentence, and it is a kind of assertive sentence. Assertive sentences are of two types. Already told you, assertive or declarative both are same, and assertive sentences are of two types. And these two types are positive sentence and negative sentence. Assertive sentence are of two types. Assertive sentence are of two types. One is positive, another is negative sentence. Positive sentence is also called affirmative sentence. Negative sentence is called negative sentence or negation. Now, after I, do, after I, we, you, they, these, those, we need to use do or V1 form. Do is also V1 form. After if I say plural noun, we can also use the verb do or V1 for plural noun. If I say I go to temple, now I need to write the formula. Subject to use V1 or V5, the subject plus other words. This is the structure of present simple tense affirmative formula. Okay, this is the we are doing present simple tense. In present simple tense we need to use be on or be5 and helping verb do or does. Okay, if I talk about affirmative sentence, we need to follow this structure. First, third person singular, we have to use do, be5 or does. After singular noun, for example, if I say fan, fan is a singular noun, fan does, because after singular noun we have to use do or does and be5. If I say I, we, you, they, these, those, we have to use do or be on form. After plural noun you can use do or be on form. You do translation, you'll get to know where to use and how to use. If I say I go to temple, I go to temple regularly, I go to temple regularly. Here I is the subject, go is the verb beyond form. To temple you can say it, this one is preposition, but still you can say it an object. This one is an object, this one, because object temple is a noun, and noun, object is always noun or pronoun, subject is always noun or pronoun. You can say this one is other word, other words, other words. Similarly, if I use he plays, he plays cricket, he plays cricket. Here it is subject, it is v5, it is object. Same way you have to do translation for affirmative. To go for negative sentence, I'll check your paper, I will check your copy, so do write it. Object. Negative sentence. For negative sentence we have a structure subject plus do or does plus not plus b1 plus object. Listen to me, after does always use b1, after does always use b1, does then b1. Okay, see, after do then b1 also, do plus b1, does plus b1. If I say we play, we do not play, after we do or does, we is the subject, do, here do is the helping verb, not play carom, CRROM, carom, we do not play carom. Here this one is the negation, this one is the helping main verb, this one carom is the object, because carom is a noun, so carom is the object. Okay, and she, this one is the subject, this one is the helping verb, because here we have a be on form, and it is a main verb. Why it is a main verb? Because it has 5 forms, so it is main verb, and this one is helping verb. If one is main verb, the rest of the verb will be helping verb. One is main verb, and if you have 2 verbs, 3 verbs, then those all the verbs are helping verb. And in a sentence we can have more than 2 or 3 helping verbs. It is possible. If I say I have been going to temple, then have is a helping verb, been is a helping verb, but going would be main verb, because going is the b4 form. Here it is b on form, so it is main verb. Okay, and carom is the, obviously it is object. I told you object has to be noun or pronoun, so carom is a noun, it is a pronoun. Subject has to be noun or pronoun, we is a pronoun. Next, say you do not, after you need to use do, because I do, you do, we do, he does, she does, it does, this does, that does, they do, these do, those do. These are demonstrative pronoun. These two and these two. So after this demonstrative pronoun, and sometimes they act as demonstrative adjective also. Use do. Okay. So this is the way to use do or does. Uses of uses of do or does. Now you do not carry box. You do not carry box. Here you is the subject. This is the helping verb. This is negation. Negation, not is negation. And this one is main verb be-on form, box is object. If I say she does not, we can't use do. After she we have to use does. You can see here. She does not. She, after she we need to use does instead of do. She does not make she does not make biscuits. Biscuits is noun. So obviously it is object. It is be-on form, it is verb, it is negation. This one is helping verb. Helping verbs are also called as auxiliary verbs. Okay, as simple as that. If I write like Ravi, Ravi is a singular noun. After singular noun, use does. Don't use do. Ravi does not go to market. Ravi does not go to market. So here it is, the Ravi is the subject, does is the helping verb, this is the negation, go is the main verb, be on form. You can say this one is the object. To is a preposition. We don't have a structure for preposition. So normally market is the object because it is a noun. Are you getting now? Have you written this one? Okay. Don't make noise. Just don't make sound. So you have done up to here. Negative sentence is finished. Then we will go for interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. If I talk about interrogative sentences, we have to bring the helping verb before the subject. We need to carry the helping verb before the subject. So it becomes do or does plus subject plus beyond form plus object, then question mark. After interrogative, you need to put question mark. After negative, full stop, or affirmative also, you have to keep full stop. Are you writing? So, if I use like, do you sing song? Do you sing songs? Here, do is the helping verb, sing is the, you is the subject, sing is the main verb, song is the object. Does she listen to you? Does she listen to you? This one. This one is the helping verb. This one is the subject. This one is the be-on form. This one is the object. This is the main basic structure. But some boy, some girl, they will say, sir, if I say I am good, I am well, it is not a sentence. It's a clause. If I have subject and verb, if we have a single verb, then automatically it's a main verb. You know, do not treat is, am, are, was, where, these are helping verb. Is, am, are, was, where, do, does, did, these are both main verb and helping verb. They are according to the context. They act as main verb as well as helping verb. But here, if we do not have a main verb, then automatically am is acting as a main verb. But if I say I am eating roti, I am eating, here am is helping verb. If I give you two examples, if I say I am well, I am well. Another sentence, if I give you, I am going there. Here am is a main verb. Here am is a helping verb. Because here be for form. This is a main verb. So don't get me wrong. Am is acting as a helping verb. Am is also acting as a main verb. If we do not have a main verb in the sentence, in that case, am is a main verb. If we have another verb that is main verb, then am will act as a helping verb. So as simple as that, do is also acting as a helping verb. Do is also acting as a main verb. Okay. And if I talk about the verb forms of do, then we have 5 forms. If I write here, do, did, done, doing, does. Any verb normally, if they have 5 forms, that is a main verb that can act as a main verb. V1 form, V2 form, V3 form, V4 form, and V5 form. So these 5 forms of the verb, write in the translation copy. These 5 forms of the verb is, you know, they can act as a main verb. But do remember this one is simple plural. V1 form is always plural and V5 form is always singular. V1 form is plural, V5 form is singular. If I talk about V2, it is both singular and plural, singular and plural, singular and plural. V2, V3 and V4. They could be both singular and plural. And whatever word you have in grammar, if any word, if I give you ignore, any word, if this word can form V2 form and V5, V4 form, then definitely that is a verb. If I give you ignore, can I form V2? Ignored. Yeah, that's possible. Ignoring. Yeah, it is also possible. So it's a verb. It's a verb. It can act as a verb. Any word in the planet of Earth. If you have a word and we can form the V2 form and V5 form, sorry, V4 form, then it's a verb. Another technique I will give you, whatever we have a last word ends A and C, that's a verb. Sorry, that's a noun. If I have shun, that is also noun. Evidence, A and C. Filtration, that's a noun. Evaporation, that is a noun. Sedimentation, that is a noun. Condensation, that is a noun. Shun word are noun, A and C word are noun, but if a verb is having these five forms, then that is a verb. A word is having these five forms, that is a verb. So some student, they get confused in verbs. They ask me, sir, how to use these verbs. It's been a long time I'm watching this. Student get confused in using the forms of the verbs. Okay, it's been nearly 3-4 years I'm teaching. I see the student get confused in verbs, and verb is most important. Take it very serious as the part verb is concerns. Beyond that, don't. Okay, so be serious about verb. Beyond that, grammar, don't take it serious. It doesn't matter. If you ask me, I will tell verb is the backbone of the grammar. For my secret, I know verb well. That's why I can understand the structure of the sentence. Okay, so be serious about verb. I do tell a lot of time, I do tell again and again that be serious about verb. You should know every single concept. What is finite verb? What is in non-finite verb? What is gerund? What is participle? Non-finite do make very confusion in grammar. And what is transitive verb, intransitive verb, what is causative verb, what is dynamic verb, what is main verb, what is helping verb, what is modals, everything you should know. If you know these types of verbs in very details, then you will be able to do tense, passive active, normal grammar. Next we'll go for interrogative. I have told you what is interrogative. So now listen to me. I hope you can do translation of this way, interrogative sentences. If I use here, do they catch fire? Yeah, it's a sentence. Do they catch fire? It is a helping verb. It is a subject. It is a main verb because it is V1 form, and it is object because it is noun or pronoun. It is noun, sir. So it is object. Okay. So these are the way to do translation of present simple. And next, last one, we have negative interrogative. Negative negative interrogative sentences. Negative interrogative means negative plus interrogative. That is negative interrogative. If I say, do they not, this is the structure I need to write. Do, does plus subject plus not plus V1 plus subject plus question mark. This is the structure of negative interrogative sentences. I write like, do they not play in the field? Do they not play in the field? So here is the helping verb, do. Here is the subject, they. Here is the not. Here is the V1. Here is the object. You can make it like, does she not write letters to her dad? Listen to me. Here is the helping verb. Here is the subject. Here is for negation, to make it negative. Here is the V1 form. So it is what? Main verb. Here is the object. We can have more than two objects, more than one object in a sentence. These are also object. Her dad, object 1, object 2. Sometimes we have direct object, you just write. Sometimes we have direct object and indirect object. Okay, here we can say additional object or extra object, doesn't matter, but the main object is letter. How do you know? Does she not write letter? It's talking about letter. Okay, it's a particular, we are talking about if the work is done on the letter. So that is the object. Normally I tell you what is subject and object. If I say, I go there, or I eat, I eat chocolates. I eat chocolates. I eat chocolates. Listen, here I is the doer, and always remember, to make you clear, doer is the subject. Doer is the subject. And receiver of the action. What is subject and object? Receiver of the action is the object. This is the action. What I am doing here. This is the action. Here it is the receiver of the action. Receiver of the action. Receiver of the action. So it is the object. Here doer is the subject because it has to be noun or pronoun. Doer of the action, that is subject. If I say doer of the action, that is subject. If I say receiver of the action, that is object, and action itself is the verb. Now are you clear now? To make a sentence, if I write a sentence, I eat chocolates, we have these three things. Doer of the action, receiver of the action, and the action itself. So this is a sentence. And we need to have these three things at least to make a sentence: subject, verb, object. Subject is the doer of the sentence, or doer of the action, we should say. Object is the receiver of the action, and action is the verb. So subject, verb, object. We need to have these thing, three basic thing to make a meaningful sentence. Noun or pronoun? Subject has to be noun or pronoun. Object has to be noun or pronoun. Always listen. This subject has to be noun or pronoun. Always. Object has to be noun or pronoun. So, verb, it could be main verb or helping verb. Depends on the context. And if it is a main verb, it has 5 forms. If it is a helping verb, it does not have 5 forms. Okay. You got to know about present simple tense and its translation today. I hope you understand present simple tense and its translation. Next we have what? You have not written, you can watch the video and later you can write. Okay, you can watch the video, later you can write it. Now